Good morning, guys and gals. Warriors up in here. Good morning, Warriors. Miss Grace, how are you? Demo Man Don and Bobby Bama. What's up? Good to see y'all. Well, here we go. Thank you, Lord, for another day. And this just goes to prove that God shares his love and he has a sense of humor by letting us do Coffee and Chaos, the most unorganized coffee talk show on the internet. So, thanks. And what's up, guys? I hope your coffee is hot and strong, because that's how we need it. TMT, Tactical Muffin Top, good morning. How are you, brother? Hope everyone is doing good. We got Grace, Demo Man Don, Bobby Bama himself, Tactical Muffin Top, and my computer crying about something it don't even know. Oh man, did everybody have a good weekend? All that stuff. You didn't do anything crazy, did you? It's a good sign you're here. It's a number one good sign, I guess, that you're out of any kind of shenanigans. Good morning, Miss Sharon. How are y'all doing? I got good news, guys. I got some coffee mugs, shirts, and hats up on the website. Consultation services are back up on the website. Um, let's see, pistol class is up on the website. I gotta get a medical class going. Adventure Man USA, good morning. How are you doing, brother? Oh Glory, good morning. Um, for anyone interested in a medical class, June 21st, we're gonna be doing a medical class. That's gonna be fun. I do not have it on the website yet, but it is coming June 21st. Gotta get it on the website today. It's always something. Always. You know, I'm so glad you guys chose to spend your morning here, and you could be sleeping or just resting your mind, not having to, listen to me. God bless you. And thanks. Let's see. Oh, rats tourniquets up on the website. I'm going to start carrying those full time again. I had quit. I'm going to start carrying these, but these been having in stock issues for a while. And besides, I still carry rats time to time. I've had people ask me about them. Why the heck did you quit selling them? And I'm like, well, I got Slishmans and ATQ wides. I felt that all the bases are covered. But you know what? Some people still like the rats, and there's nothing wrong with that. Rapid application tourniquet system. It's a very good tourniquet. And if you don't believe me, come take a medical class. You may be a believer after that. I can almost guarantee you will be. That's how I learned they were good. Is actually getting out and doing the thing. Oh, I keep forgetting I can share this stuff. Thank you, Grace. Let's see. What else is new? I'm working on content from when Modern Frontiersman and Double XL Dude come out. That should be what's the difference in the rats and other? So the rats, where's the rats? I've got a rats. Right here. Oh, I'm gonna lose everything. Been doing map reading stuff. So this is a rats tourniquet. This is the one that pretty much, I don't know, kind of broke the internet because so many people were like, "Oh, it don't work," you know. Or let me fix that.
Oh, the rats tourniquet don't work because it's not TCCC approved.
You know, those people. And you can, anybody on here right now, you can go back to my videos, the very beginning of this channel. These have always worked and they will continue to work. But anyway, it's just it's super simple. It's literally, it's one of those things where you have to call people out because people that claim to have taken improvised tourniquet classes are like, "Oh, I can stop the bleeding with 550 cord." Will say this don't work, which I don't get. But anyway, it's just that easy. Okay, I don't even know how to explain. Like this is about as easy as it gets. Even if you didn't know how to do the loop and tail properly, you could still just tie this thing around someone and help them. Like even if you just threw it to someone, you could figure it out. So, but anywho, yeah. Just got off work doing starting strength workout while I listen. That's good stuff, Adventure Man USA. Doing the 3x5, 3x5, 1x5. Is that what we're talking about? If that's the case, I do that too. That's a good book, by the way. Is it the starting strength like after 40 or something like that? That's a sweet book. Bobby Bama. I'll show you later. I'll show you later. But yeah, I got a few videos on the rat, and actually the one that Josh or Modern Frontiersman, the video he just put up, it's got me demoing that. It was so funny story about that video. Oh, Demo Man Don. I'm gonna bring that up so I don't forget about you. Funny story about that video though. I actually went through the entire spiel, like for Double XL Dude and Modern Frontiersman before we got going in some of these drills that we were doing. And after I went completely through it, they both just kind of looked at me funny and they were like, "Dude, have you done a video on that? Like, just did what you just did on a video?" I'm like, "No, that's just kind of my demo for, people that's come out to train or whatever." I'm like, "That's my quick spill through, just so everybody's up to speed. And if anybody has any questions, they can ask them." And then they were like, "Well, you know what? Let me get my camera." So I had to go had to go through it all again. So that was actually my second time through that whole spiel. It was pretty funny. Does anyone carry an Israeli type bandage in their IFAK? I do. Yes. Israeli bandages are still good. I mean, if for something that's not life threatening, that's going to be good stuff. I think it's a good thing to keep one with you. Kind of like a Slishman too, if you'd rather have a Slishman versus an Israeli, or carry both. I don't think you can have too much. Now, this is something I'm not telling people to do this by all means. And there's been a couple of very intense scenario-based training scenarios I went through. What's up, Josh? How you doing, brother? We was just talking about you. I was just telling them about that video you posted. But I have actually used an Israeli bandage as a tourniquet. It is not recommended. Don't do that. But in this situation, when you don't have any more tourniquets and you need another tourniquet, and an Israeli bandage was all that I had left, guess what? We made it work. It was not pretty, not recommended, but it worked. It's kind of like well, I ain't gonna say that. That's stupid. I was gonna say the belt thing, like everybody says about makeshift. Guys, do not improvise tourniquets. That's probably the best advice I can give you. Have enough equipment on hand, for the job. That's why I like my F-Fac. Not that I'm trying to push that. You can get it comes with 2 tourniquets. It comes with Israeli bandages. You could add 2 Slishmans with it or more. You want to buy more. It's just and there's Josh's channel. Miss Sharon shared earlier. Just having and like gauze too. Have plenty of gauze. Have a bunch of gauze. I can't. You just never have enough gauze. That's why my F-Fac standard, it comes with 3. So. Thank you, Grace and Miss Sharon. Y'all are awesome. Hope everybody's doing well this Taco Tuesday. Everybody recovering from Cinco de Mayo. Everybody okay? Let's see. Yeah, I guess while I'm in YouTube, there is no guns or anything in arm's reach. Nowhere. Just clarifying that. No guns, no pew pews. So everybody, let's breathe. Everybody, like, moderators or YouTube people that do the video checks, breathe. It's okay. It's okay. They're all on the wall. They're not SIGs. They're not just going to start, doing crazy things. So take it easy. Okay. Anyway, maps, topographical maps, protractors. Guys, I can't tell you how valuable those skills are. Those are excellent skills to have on you, to have at hand. And reading a compass, being able to plot and determine your direction, your distance, all these different things. Very important. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, thank you, Miss Sharon. Yeah, this is on Facebook too. I doubt anyone watches on Facebook because no one ever does. But it's there. Every now and then we'll get somebody from the Facebooks, which is kind of neat. Facebook is pretty lame when it comes to pushing anything I do. I will say that. Cinco de Drinko. Yes, that is what Cinco de Mayo pretty much is. Then we got a Ric Flair woo. You guys are, Oh, good morning, Miss Teresa. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see everybody this morning. I hope everybody's got their coffee mugs ready, loaded with coffee. And the coffee is good this morning. This is very good. Miss Teresa, I know you were asking a while back, or maybe a week or two ago. T-shirts are back up on the website. I'm gonna have more T-shirts. I'm gonna do like different designs too. But let's see. Oh, Sharon Williams from Facebook. What's up? There, the Facebook does work. Let's see. Hats, coffee mugs. This stuff's on the website again. Oh yes. Pladler 34, yes. I didn't butcher your name. Coffee, hot and strong, engage. Let's shall we? So yeah, high test, okay. Ooh, yes. Make sure your coffee is maximum octane before you enter the chat, please. It can get wild. Good morning, Facebook. Yeah. Good morning, Facebook. That's a tough crowd over there. There's I don't think there's anyone. I don't know. There may be. I don't know. Yeah, well, it's you, Sharon. It's you. You're it. You are the Facebook crowd. I'll give YouTube some credit though. I have been doing this on YouTube longer. Because in the free stuff of the StreamYards, they don't, or I think it did in the beginning, but it quit letting me like dual do it on Facebook and YouTube, so I picked YouTube and just rolled with it. So, is it cold anywhere this morning? It was kind of chilly when I stepped out with the dogs. I thought that was kind of weird. What's the temp we got this morning? Anytime I think it's cold though, I wish our Alaska friend would jump in. He always makes me feel like, wow, it's really warm down here actually. Grace says 44. Thanks, Miss Teresa. Yeah. It's. I hope anybody that looks at that stuff likes that shirt. That's for those of you that's hopefully a fan of George Washington, stay strapped or get clapped. Probably, that I put at the end of all my videos. I did a shirt with that on it. So, okay, it's 48 here. 48. I thought it was a little chilly. I was like, it feels kind of cold. I will say, I'm not going to go into too much detail on this, but I do want to give some context. When men walk outside in gym shorts and a t-shirt, there's certain things the air can do to a man that just makes us say, it's kind of damn cold, I did not have coffee in hand. That would have helped a little bit, but probably not much. So we sort of have a built-in thermometer. when it comes to these things. And I see the ladies instantly see the men ain't laughing about that shit. It's only the women. Oh, Bobby Bama threw it out there. I wasn't going to say that, but there are ways that we can tell. Holy shit, it's a little cold outside today. And yes. Anyway, moving on to the next topic. The breeze between my knees made him play Scared Turtle. Tactical Muffin Top, that was all you. No one said that but you. Make sure your zipper. I was in gym shorts, man. I was in gym shorts. Let's just say the flow through gym shorts is quite extreme compared to blue jeans. It's another thing I don't tell you guys. I've already had a shower and everything. I'm ready for the day, but I still wear gym shorts right now because I'm chilling. I'm chilling with you guys and my coffee. So yeah. Joseph Paul, good morning. Hope your coffee is hot and strong. Oh, and thank you, Miss Sharon. If anyone needs to contact me, that's how you do it. Customer service email. And I am still figuring out how to build upon my website. It's very different. Like Wix was easier in some ways and very much more difficult in others. And it's almost like flip-flopped, the direct opposite with Shopify. What was hard on Wix is now easy, but then some of the stuff that was easy on Wix is now difficult, and website designing is one of those. I feel like I've done good so far with the Shopify. But anyway, there's the Coffee and Chaos mug. It's the same coffee mug as I got here. I just renamed it. I did have it, named like the Coffee Magazine or something like that, which is true. But since Coffee and Chaos is, it's a pretty good time to hang out with friends. And I figured, Coffee and Chaos, that's when we rock this thing. So, I was going to say I'm probably going to be rocking it Thursday night for Thirsty Thursday. But, oh man, that's funny. Joseph Paul, do shorts all year. Man, my best friend did too, God rest his soul, but he wore shorts. It would not matter if it was negative 10 degrees. The Joker would have shorts on, man. He was... That's awesome. I'm not quite... I will wear shorts when it's pretty flipping cold, but... What was it? Scott said, fun fact, running faster doesn't help. That's good to know. I think that's referring to the coldness we talked about earlier. Oh, glory, I wear pants in the pool. Man. That's cool. Oh, goodness. Oh, thank you, Miss Sharon. Hey, Tin Man, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? Holy shit, I'm getting behind on chat. Sorry, guys. I'm just like Alabama reading this stuff,
Look at there, somebody sent a message.
That's like how I'm reading this stuff. The Modern Minuteman. What's up, brother? Hope everyone is good. I'm getting ridiculous messages. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Lawfully Armed, what's up, man? Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Modern Minute Man. We got some warriors up in the house. Tin Man Metal. Oh Glory. I've already seen Oh Glory. Well, anyway, for everybody, Northern Hillbilly, for everybody that's in the chat, thank you for being here. And I want you to remember something. When you're here, you have to make sure your coffee is hot and strong and you're prepared for shenanigans. At work doing more storm work, says Tin Man Metal. Stay blessed, everyone. Just figured I'd say hi. Well, I'm glad you did, man. Good to see you. Dang. Day 5 in the Ohio rain. Day 5 of rain in the Ohio lands. Well, that's good good training. Which I know I know Jay, that's exactly how he looks at it too. The when we went out a couple weekends ago, Modern Frontiersman and Double XL Dude, it had just finished raining, so it was good and nasty. Humid, it was just like blah. And it was just perfect for training. Like, you know, if your first thoughts it's kind of miserable outside, it's time to train. Like that's it. It's time to go. Time to do it. So it was good. Modern Frontiersman. Get any or Miss Trace, I think you mean Modern Minuteman. Did you get any? Modern Frontiersman is down here with me. Modern Minuteman's up there with you. Yeah, there you go. She caught herself before I said anything, I believe. Here in Oregon, we're finally getting our 1 month a year of sunshine before the rain starts again. Nice. Well, congratulations, Scott. Congratulations. Miss Teresa said I hit the wrong name. It is. I agree with that, Miss Teresa. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. I was up. Well, I know maybe one of you would, but or two. I was up till 2 a.m. last night working on this website. Like this stuff, it never ends. Never ends. Oh yeah, Miss Teresa. There it is. He said he did. That's right, Bobby Bama. Hey, speaking of which, guys, I don't know if anyone's in the market, but if you are, rifle class combat carbine fundamentals this weekend and next weekend. Get some. I was going to say, if it looks like rain on the forecast, bring rain gear. Bring rain gear. Because we train. It would have to be coming hell of a lightning storm for us to stop. And at that point, we'd probably just go sit in our little metal boxes with rubber grounders and wait on it to pass. Then finish up when we're done. Or when it's done. But yeah, it's going to be good though. What do we got? Oh, shenanigans. Good to see all the warriors in the house. Speaking of which, I should be posting today a video. I guess it'll post, I don't know, next week maybe. But it'll be in the members only for a little while. The reason I'm posting this one is because it's 2 YouTubers that's with me. So, since I made that first training video, I've not had anyone come out yet that's like non-YouTube to train. Carlisle, watch that tourniquet video. Modern Frontiersman put up. Do you have any experience with snake staff tourniquet? If so, do you have any positive or negative thoughts on it? The snake staff systems, this is what I carry every day. I mean, these work just as good as a cat tourniquet from my experience, which has been a lot with them. Like this one in particular, this one's probably been applied every bit of 200 plus times. It's kind of starting to come apart, but it still works, which is cool. So it's a good EDC tourniquet. I like it because I can throw this in my kit, I can throw it in my pocket, whatever, it's going to work good. And then, you know, we got our Schlissmans. That's another good one if you wanted to carry that every day. Bunches of ways you can carry it. Oh, I guess I need to click that so people can read it. Anyway. So, yeah, and I don't know if you saw the Rats tourniquet. Those are really good tourniquets. I will say when it comes to tourniquets, it's going to boil down to how much you train with it, how much you use it. I always tell people when you're buying any tourniquet, if you can, always buy 2. Buy one to practice with at home. You, your wife, your kids, you can teach them how to use it once you learn. And then you know, you'll have some kind of reference that you can always kind of go back to. And then the one that you don't use, the one you carry, it, you know, you're going to know exactly how to deploy that thing and make it work correctly. So that's very important. Guys, I'm going to tell you guys right now, when I do medical classes, there's a lot of times I can't, because I've got cats, rats, SWAT tees, Schlissmans, what else? Soft tees. I go through a bunch of different tourniquets when I teach people how to use. And you'll be very surprised at people that I will hand a cat tourniquet to, which is the best, right? That's what everybody says. Now, I'm not knocking it. That's why I used it in the military. It's a very good tourniquet. But you'll be very surprised at how many people don't apply it correctly before we get into the training and techniques and things. Because and I'm not trying to be a dick, and I tell people that. I'm like, look, there's going to be no shame here. I'm not picking on anyone, but how many of you know how to apply a tourniquet? I'll get a few hands. I'll hand a cat tourniquet. I say, you know, apply this to your right arm or left arm, whatever. I'm just wanting to see is if that is something everyone knows how to do when they say that. And I will tell you about 90% it's not applied correctly. And that's kind of sad. And it's not their fault. It's just I'm just trying to prove a point that like we need to, you know, you got to practice this stuff. You just have to. And a lot of these dudes, like I'll do it at my local fire department. They're EMTs and paramedics, you know. And I feel like the TCCC stuff isn't taught the way it should be in a lot of this stuff. Light fighters, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Soft T wide is the tourniquet. Man, I hope you don't start hating me today. I'm just gonna show you. No, they're not TCCC approved. Damn, you got a big ass leg. Have you tried the newer rats? You know, the Gen 1s, those were short, they had shorter tails. The second gens had longer ones because people were having that very issue. And that's another reason why we train, why I tell people to train, because like in his case, it don't flipping work, right? And if it don't work, you need to know that before the finger meets the booger, right? Let's see, here's my soft T. Or I should say one of my soft T's. Alright. Try the Gen 2. I don't remember how much longer they made it. But anyway, here's a soft T. And this is just the reason I don't like it, guys. This is the main reason. So any tourniquet that I carry personally, and guys, a lot of dudes have different opinions on this stuff, okay? I promise. I'm not trying to pick on anyone. I'm just showing you why, and you can call me stupid if you want. But anyway, so we got our soft T, right? So we got our soft T. However you want to prep it. Boom. I'm just using my arm as an example. I got my tail. I'm gonna pull it. Okay. If I'm like starting to get pretty dizzy, unconscious, trying to stop bleeding, if I just lost my hand or whatever, I gotta do this weird ratchet thing to my soft T. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. I gotta get to this point, and then we start our windlass process. Now, for video purposes, I'm not gonna go all the way, and then you got your triangle. This to me is a pain in the dick. Okay, I got it. And this ain't even arterial occlusion we got right here. This ain't doing nothing. But you can see it's a it takes a little bit. This is just me. Again, please don't be mad because I'm just showing. But yes, I show people how to use these too because people carry them. So I try to show like all different kinds of tourniquets. So here's my ETQY, the one I'm like running into the ground here. Get my extremity through. I got my tail. It's tight. I'm not dicking with nothing. And I'm working my windlass. Okay. And at that point I need to replace this thing. This thing's been used to flipping much. But that's why I don't carry a soft T anymore. I did carry one for a while. Until I started applying it about 300 times on a weekend. Which, by the way, you want to see some bruising on your arms? Come take a medical class. I have to put in there, you will bruise. Because when you apply a tourniquet correctly, it's going to get bruised. And now I'm so flipping behind on Ratch getting the canine guys for their dog. Oh, okay. There you go. Jason, did you see test Slishman? I think I did. Is that the one where he was testing the pressures? Is that the one we're talking about, Jason? That was pretty cool. Can't get the soft T metal hardware apart. Oh, you're talking about like breaking or something like that? The metal stuff? Light fighter? Yeah, Jason. That was a good video that Slishman did on that. I commented on that one. And he was talking about and that made sense, kind of what Light Fighter's talking about. One of the best test, in my opinion, is on your legs. Okay. But what makes it difficult for the legs is a lot of people don't know how to verify, check, uh, if you got arterial occlusion. I have to tell people in training, I'm like, look, we got to watch the bleeding. In the real world, that's going to be what you're physically watching is bleeding. And then in, a training environment, you do have a pulse in your ankle. You can check that. That's one way. Look, I've had people bitch at me about the pulse oximeters and stuff. Guys, no, it's not perfect. Okay, that's not perfect, but it's something. Okay, we're training, and you're not gonna cut someone open and do this shit. So anyway, BV say your brother still 20,000. Sells your house you're living in without tell. Good gracious, BV Luminous, that got intense. I just went back up in the chat reading some of that. Well, so the reason I'm saying the ankle, I'm not saying to check for a pull. Like if I apply a tourniquet, say to my left leg, the pulse in my left ankle should go away. If I get full arterial occlusion, that means the blood quit flowing through there. I paused it for a second. So anyway, but that was my 2 cents on the tourniquets. Softies work. You just need to train with them. You need to train with anything. It really don't matter what you got. You need to train with them. Prepping these things is crazy because it like sticks to itself everywhere, and you want to get it to where it's not going to be sticking to everything, either in your pocket or in your kit. So what I do, I get the tail this in the starting point. I just start it on the back, and then I start just sticking it to itself, if that makes sense. Just stick it to itself. That makes sense. I don't know if that made sense. Hopefully it did. It's easier to see this in person versus on here. But anyway, very compact. And it works very, very well. These are cool because no other windlass tourniquet gets that compact. And if you want to carry a windlass tourniquet, that's the easiest one to carry, and it's going to work. Oh. Triangle bandage and a stick. Yes. One of the paramedics I've trained with before, he was when he was in the Army, which is I want to say late 80s, early 90s. That was it, the triangle bandage and a stick. Like he told me that. He's like, yeah, we didn't carry tourniquets. And they were still doing the they were honestly like trying to teach people against tourniquets because of the myth of you're going to lose your limb. If you get a tourniquet applied, you're going to lose your limb or whatever. They were still doing all that. Anyway, if I haven't brown coat BV, all the others, Light Fighter. Guys, I hope your coffee is hot and strong. I want to thank you for being here and hanging out. Been off work for 15 days, and I come back yesterday for my shift, and we got a code save at 8 a.m. Dang, and you started at 7, didn't you? Nice. Oh, I keep forgetting I can click these things. Look at there. That's awesome, man. Getting it done. Hey, so Light Fighter, you're a paramedic. How many tourniquets have you applied as a paramedic? I've got one friend. I want to say he said 18. It was pushing 20. This was like maybe 2 years ago. But he said the only tourniquets he applied was to chainsaw accidents as a paramedic. He said that's the only time he applied them. I was like, dang. So every time I use a chainsaw, I'm like, woo, oh shit. I hope I'm not that war story for somebody. I try to be very careful with chainsaws. Dang. You got some rowdy folks up there. Like 10. I'm gonna have to tell him, like, dude. Oh shit, I do need to go get the kids up, Teresa. Thank you. Oops. Yeah. My wife is at work. She's on her way home. Well, I don't know. Is she on her way home? She may not be. Don't look like it. My wife's a cardiac nurse. She has she don't have any tourniquet stories, but she does have interesting stories. I will say that. That's a nerve-wracking job. Scott, the chicks are good. We have little chicks from our chickens. Alpha Charlie, what's up, man? I gotta go, guys. I gotta go get kids up. I don't have wife support here today, so wife support. It's almost like life support, you know? Except wife support. Nah.
It's been a good time, fellers.
Well, guys, let me jump off here. Go get kiddos ready for school. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all. And please remember to go eat some tacos today. It's Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, don't forget. BV. I'm not trying to be ugly, but how the hell am I supposed to remember that? I am the hillbilly from Alabama. I ain't no nurse, paramedic, nothing. You're going to have to email that to me, man. Shoot me an email, because I'll forget that like as soon as I shut this off. D2 in parentheses T2 nerve root and its association with the heart. Dude, she can tell you all that. I will say that. Like, I'm just talking about femoral, brachial, and carotid arteries. You know, I keep it simple, and she'll start going into a gazillion other arteries, and I'm like, look, honey, I ain't teaching anatomy. I ain't trying to teach anything crazy. I'm just wanting to get people the baselines. Thank you, Miss Teresa. I'm gonna screenshot it. That may help. I'm not on my phone, so. All right, guys. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Thursday night, I don't know what time. It's gonna be late because it's a Thirsty Thursday late night live. If you want to hang out with me that evening, that'd be awesome. If not, same place, same time, Friday, Coffee and Chaos. We will do this again with more shenanigans and hotter coffee. I don't know if it's going to be hotter, but more coffee. So guys, thank y'all so much for hanging out. Again, don't forget tacos. Be good. And God bless every one of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, drinking some coffee with me. It does mean a lot to me. Go check out the website, preparedcitizenstg.com, if you need some medical kits, pre-programmed radios. I've been programming radios, doing all kinds of that this week, last week. And by the grace of God, hopefully I'll continue to do that. Go see my buddy Jason coming up in a little bit. He's Kentucky Sustainable Living. I'll be going out there this July. If you want to come see me in person, I'll be doing some speaking. This ought to be fun, by the way. I guess he couldn't find no one else to speak, so he asked me. I'm like, you're really at bottom of the barrel when you're asking me, bud. But anyway, Jason's a good dude, and he does a live and coffee thingamadooger, clickbaiting coffee. And yeah, I talked to him last night. We was giving each other heck. But anyway, guys, y'all be good. Love y'all. God bless. I'll catch you on the flip side.